Heidi.
And I'm Byron.
And we are sailing Schmitten.
We were super excited to leave Marathon, Florida and head to the Bahamas, but we were also wary of the Gulf Stream crossing and what that would bring. Hopefully our weather planning would pay off. We already knew that we would be motoring the whole way due to having the wind in our nose. However, we had waited a long time for no northern wind component in order to decrease the chances of big seas and rough chop. By late afternoon, Byron had a fish on the line.
Fish on! Oh! What is it?
I don't know yet. It's spicy. Whatever he is. That would be a tuna.
A tuna?
Tuna? That's a blue tuna.
Are we keeping the tuna?
Yes, we are keeping that tuna.
Man, he stinks.
This would be our last gorgeous sunset in the U.S. waters for a while, but no doubt we'll see a lot in the Bahamas. We saw a lot of flying fish and meteors from the Lyrid meteor shower, even though the light pollution from Miami was ever present. Coming in at sunrise is always amazing. We really timed this one right.
We made it to the Bahamas. So exciting. We're tired. Now we've got to go and raise the yellow quarantine flag and let them know we're here, but we haven't checked in yet. So we crossed the Gulf Stream and in the darkness of night, and it was very interesting to see how the current affected our navigation. Our course over ground was 60 degrees, and of course we were under autopilot, and in order to achieve that, the autopilot had to steer to a heading of 90 to 100 degrees to actually keep us on our course. And another thing that was very interesting is that normally if we're running our engine at 2100 RPMs, our speed is about 6 knots. And in this case, we had our engine at 2100 RPMs, and we were seeing 7 to 8.5 knots. And so that's kind of how the current was affecting our progress.
We anchored at the Alistown anchorage in North Bimini in 15 feet of water with 100 feet of chain out. Byron went ashore to check us in. We had already used the online click-to-clear process to register to enter the country. That involved filling out online forms and submitting copies of our passports and our boat and dinghy documentation. We paid $309 for a 3-month cruising permit, which includes a fishing permit for everyone on the vessel. This greatly simplifies the check-in process.
We just anchored in the clearest water we have ever seen, and now it's time to raise our quarantine flag so that customs will know we're here, but we haven't officially checked in yet.
Can't get off the boat yet.
Yeah, only the captain can to go to the customs office.
Byron went ashore to check us in. Only the captain is allowed to go ashore for check-in. He found the customs office. I have no idea what happened there, but he came back in 20 minutes and said we were good. It was that easy. Now it was time to raise the Bahamas courtesy flag to signify that we are legal visitors.
here is where we are anchored.
Byron and I had dreamed of the day when we could sail our own boat into clear waters like this and see our boat's shadow through the water on the seafloor. Somehow, all the plans we've made, the steps we've taken, efforts, persistence, and grace have come together to make this our reality. Going ashore was easy. We beached our dinghy and explored Allentown. We were surprised how deserted the town was. We wanted to stop in a restaurant or bar and have a drink and a snack, but none seemed open. After some aimless wandering, we discovered a restaurant called the Anchorage. We learned from the locals there that North Bimini has a cruise ship dock, and the normal business hours for most places are kind of, open whenever there's a cruise ship in the port, and there weren't any in port at that time. So that was good to know.
We're seeing a lot of tiny little jellyfish. Water.
These thimble jellyfish appeared on the second day in Bimini. We stayed out of the water as they can cause an itchy rash with their venom. We needed to get fuel and had heard that Gun Cay had clean diesel, but it would be motoring into the easterly winds. Gun Cay was south of Bimini, and we could actually sail there. We didn't know anything about Gun Cay. It would be fun to explore.
We're leaving Bimini, North Bimini. It's been fun. We've been here for 2 nights and we've had a lot of fun here. It was very beautiful. And we're able to sail. No motoring right now and no reefing. It's all good. Gun Cay, here we come.
For shorter hops without rough seas, we can tow our dinghy, which means we don't have to lift the engine, stow the dinghy on the deck, and then set it up again upon arrival. The trip to Gun Cay offered us an opportunity to navigate around a lot of rocks, but the beauty of the island was worth it. We first noticed the population of about 50 stingrays circling around. We had a blast watching them. Although Gun Cay is a private island, that only applies to land that is above the high water mark. So at low tide, we were free to explore the beach. At high tide, all the rocks around us and the island got smaller. However, they also seemed closer to us. It was a strange sensation. We were the only boat left at dusk. It felt a bit lonely, yet peaceful. There was a beautiful night sky and a feeling of vulnerability. As we left for Gun Cay the next morning, we said goodbye to the rocks. It would be a full day of motoring, but we needed to get that fuel, so we could continue our journey.